Hello and welcome to the Heart of the Matter. My name is Omotayo. Now today we are talking to a very special lady, Miss Adura Odesonya, who is a fitpreneur. She has an interesting story of faith and fitness, and we can't wait to sit with her to hear all about it. And if you stick around to the end of the episode, there just might be a giveaway in there for you. So stick around and we'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to the Heart of the Matter. We are here with Miss Adura Odesonya. Now, how exactly do we address you?
Where do I start? Okay, first of all, I would say, apart from the fact that I have a bachelor's in engineering and computer science, I had some experience in that for a while.
Okay.
Let's put that aside. I got certified in the UK as a personal trainer.
Right.
I found myself after a few years of working in engineering and then IT.
Right.
Just found myself. Thank you, God.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's one part. And also, I call myself a fitpreneur. That's a fitness entrepreneur because I've just started my fitness line of fitness equipment and activewear.
Right.
And thirdly, I'll call myself a very special child of God. I'll just leave it there for now. So that's how you can address me.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you for even breaking it down, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to break it down from how did you get into fitness, being in that fitpreneur space, and then your faith.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, fantastic. All right. So this engineering thing, what happened and how did you discover fitness?
Okay, so engineering is typical thing. Nigerian parents have to do something.
But it's not really typical because engineering is 5 years.
Let me get into it. Typical thing means they have to do something like banking or be a doctor or lawyer. Yeah. I totally hated the arts. Completely. I was more of the math. Like I won awards like best student in further math. So I was really good at math. Yes. Maths, physics, chemistry. Right. I hated biology, but at least so from that I could tell, because I don't like biology. I'm not doing medicine, thank God.
Right.
So engineering just felt like the right thing, because that's what I did in my A levels, physics, chemistry, and maths. So let's kind of go into engineering from that. But in the UK, it's actually not 5 years; it's 3 years.
But then, so do they do less studying?
No, it's just
what happens?
I don't know. Just in the UK, it's 5 years. Sorry, 3 years. So bachelor's in engineering is 3 years. If I want to do a master's, which I didn't want to do, I'd have spent another year.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And then one day you started exercising. What happened?
Well, what happened is, for most people, that knew me when I was in school in Nigeria, I used to eat a lot. But I was also a runner, so I was always in kind of good shape. And I remember somebody saying to me that one day, the food you eat, one person tried to curse me, but when I moved to the UK, I remember like my side job while I was going to my A-level school was working in McDonald's.
Okay.
And so I could eat free McDonald's food. And in about 6 months, I kind of, as a pastor, I remember a pastor, my mom saw me in London. I was like, Adura, you buggered up. Obviously, I said, what does that mean? Because I obviously didn't know what that meant. And he said, because I ate so many burgers, I buggered up. So I got huge. So that's part of my journey into where I got to, because I was big for a few years in the UK.
Right.
And then one day I saw a picture of myself. I'd been seeing myself for ages. I actually was very body confident. But I saw a picture of myself and I was like, this is not me.
Right.
You just have that, if you ever had that, just see something. Like, even when you look at your life sometimes, just say, have I been living like this for long? And that's what happened.
Right.
I saw a picture of myself, decided I was going to, lose weight just instantly.
Right.
So I joined the weight loss program. Yeah. But the day before, I started, I went to the supermarket, bought everything I was going to eat, all the healthy stuff. I bought one massive loaf of brioche, which is like buttery bread.
Right.
Finished that loaf, massive.
Right.
I started. I lost all the weight. It was quick, 40 pounds in no time.
What?
And that's how,
No. No. I don't understand. How? Did you first of all eat a whole loaf of brioche and then go on to lose 40 pounds?
I think I actually had it with some jam or butter as well.
Yeah? So it wasn't just like a plain...
one last hurrah before the change of my life. But I just realized then that I was determined when it came to stuff like that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not determined in other areas, but I found that I was determined. So after I lost the weight, I kept it off. I mean, I had a few personal things that happened. My mother fell ill and all of that. But in that time, I started to exercise as well because I'd been eating healthy and lost all that weight, like over 40 pounds. But then it was not time for me to try and balance it out. So I started to run. I started to blog about it. I found that people were motivated by what because I shared everything. I shared the programs I followed, all of that. I found that people were motivated by what I was saying. But I still didn't think anything of it. Then over time, I just found out one day I was coming from work. And I thought, why didn't I do a personal training course? But then I found out the price, and I didn't do it. But I'll tell you more about it. Like I don't want to go too much, but the way it was just definitely ordained by God because after my mother died, I met some people. British, and I used to help them out in their classes and attend their classes, and one day they just approached me and said, "Oh, we got funding from the government. I would like to have you train as a personal trainer."
No, so can you explain that? So you got free funding.
Yeah, they got free funding, and they approached me to be one of the people that they will give that free funding to.
So you just had no struggles in your life?
Well, considering that my mother died, I had that struggle. But God has definitely made things like my paths clear in times I didn't even know. Yeah. I wasn't even asking for it, but He did make things easy for me.
That's such a wonderful story. And the thing about it is, on the one hand, you want to be like, she just got everything. And then you have to remember, okay, but she did go through tragedy and have to deal with that. But then it sounds like the two things were happening at the same time.
Yes. My mom fell ill in 2003. I graduated from uni in 2003. After my graduation. And she died in 2008. I left my job in 2010. So I lost weight in 2002. And then started getting into, it was after she fell ill, I started getting into the fitness side of things. So during the 5 years she was ill, I was kind of finding myself in fitness. So it was after she died, 2 years after, that I then left my job.
So were you in any way inspired? Because you said while she was ill was when you went into the fitness proper. Was it sort of a way to help you?
I think it was probably, I don't know if it was an outlet. I wouldn't say, I'm not sure, to be honest. I just found that I was able to, and this is when blogging started. I started really early. This is if you think of Bella Naija. I knew Uche when we started our blogs at the same time.
The original Bella Naija. What was your theme?
London Bookie. Most people, when they find out, they're like,
no, because
I had Mondays.
5 blogs.
Yeah, I used to do this Mommy Monday post, and when people find out, oh my God, I know your eyes. My eyes are on my blog. So some people know me for that. So I used to blog. I think I enjoyed it. I had a community of people. So I'm not sure. I think I was just also curious, thinking, okay, how can I eat more and still stay in shape?
I love that.
That's what I thought. But I wouldn't tell you more about that. That's what inspired me. But then I found out that there's more to it than just being able to exercise and eat more. So I wouldn't say, but I know that after my mom died, you know how you always have this whole thing of life is too short. That's when I found out, let me try personal training. Found out the cost, thousands of pounds, and I was like, maybe not.
And then something falls in the lap.
Less than a year or so later, that's when I met these people in 2009. And then by 2010, they were like, okay, we have this course for you to try. I was like, life is too short. I didn't do the wise thing and, work for a while, save money, all that stuff. I just went straight in, just packed it in and did it.
And then from being in the UK and doing all of this to coming back to Nigeria, why did that transition happen?
Okay, so I was in the UK for about 4 years. I moved back to Nigeria in 2014. I lived in the UK for a total of 16 years.
That's a long time.
I know I don't sound it. People remind me all the time.
It's like you intentionally
I've never really been a fan of, let's not talk, the British accent has never been for me. I liked it, so I never wanted to have it. A funny story, actually, someone saw me after 8 years of living in the UK. I had not come back to Nigeria yet. And I was talking, I miss Nigeria. And then the person came to me on the side and said, are you sure you've not been to Nigeria for 8 years? And she asked really, really honestly, so why do you still sound like this? So I do sound like, I've always sounded like this. There's no funny. So I came back in 2014. So what happened is I worked for a while. But I always felt like there was more. And the UK is quite competitive. It was quite competitive. I was doing okay, but I knew I could do more. So I came visiting in 2014.
Right.
And honestly, this time, I'll tell you, I wasn't close to God at that point. I just met this woman. My friend introduced me to a woman. She wanted to start a small studio, like a gym, and she wanted me to manage it. I came here on holiday just to see what Nigeria was like.
Did she know what you did?
She knew what I did, but she didn't know me. But she met with me. We had lunch, and she was like, "I want you to manage my gym." I'm like, I just came to Nigeria to know Nigeria is going to be like. So yes, she wanted me to do it, and then I was able to negotiate my salary. Like she gave me an initial figure. Spoke to my aunt and uncle that live here, and we doubled it plus a bit. And I thought she was like, "Yes, please." So I came back to Nigeria. That was my the way I came back. So it was like truly like the beginning of really like the rest of my life.
Right.
I know some people are always making noise about Nigeria is this like, well, honestly, for me, I was meant to be here from 2014.
Wow. Wow. Well, I think I'm so speechless by the seamlessness.
I know it sounds seamless. I think it sounds seamless now because I see it from God's eyes.
Right.
Yeah. It was when I was looking at it from my eyes, it was very rocky.
What were the rocky things?
The rocky things were, one, my mother dying, because after 5 years, believing that she would get better, praying a lot, having lots of support, like online, blogging about it, and she died. Some family things, those other personal things that happened. Then while I was doing this whole personal training and fitness thing, I wasn't doing as well as I would have liked. I found that I didn't know I wasn't happy, but I was not happy. And I just was not in a great relationship. So just think about that. From 2003, just graduated. I was like my mommy's little girl. I wasn't the last one, but I was the last one for 8 years. So people used to call my mom Mama Adura. So that's how, I was a baby to my mom. So dependent on my mom. I had to grow up in like the space of 1 week. Because she had a brain hemorrhage and that was it. She never, was able to walk again for 5 years. So that part was like, oh, woe is me. But I was able to get out the good parts in my blog. I wasn't depressed on my blog. Then the 4 years of struggling, not really doing well, bad relationship, being reliant on somebody else. Even coming here, I think was like, honestly, when I came to Nigeria, things definitely changed. But it still took a while for me to get back or even get to God. In fact, let me even say get back to God. Yeah.
Wow. I love it. Okay, so let's take a quick break. And then we'll come back and then we'll delve a bit deeper.
Okay. All right.
All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Falling, like saying, bro, you're falling. Wow, you're falling. This guy, you are actually falling down. This stuff that you see on TV is happening to you. God is real.
Who are you? Why are you black?
Welcome to the heart of the matter.
The whole world was looking for me. She called me, she's like, oh my God, Ines, it's God that brought you back. And I just dropped to the floor.
I'm going to dive right into the heart of the matter.
What are your thoughts on Canada?
My thoughts on Canada?
Yeah.
Real random.
I'm really so excited today.
Just a tad. Very passionate about leveling the playing field. Listening is not the only aspect of communication.
I believe that the solution is from the bottom up. If you don't talk now, you talk later.
There's glory. There's glory.
So let's break it down.
You can advertise your businesses, brands, and events on the Heart of the Matter. For more information, please send an email to hotmpr@gmail.com.
Welcome back to the Heart of the Matter. We are still here with Miss Adura Odesonya. All right, Adura. So before the break, you sounded like you had this. Really, it sounds like a seamless journey, but like you said, there were those ups and downs in the middle. Can we just kind of segue into the faith part?
Okay.
How, because a lot of people would your story sounds twofold. On the one hand, easy. On the other hand, really difficult. And it's like, it happens at exactly the same time. How did you get to the point where you started to see it from God's eyes?
So when I moved back to Nigeria, okay, I'll just go back a bit. So when my mom died, before she had died, I used to go to church a lot because, she was that kind of person. So what happened was when she fell ill was when I started going to church more. And I prayed a lot, and I did see changes in her. But things started to go downhill, and then she died. So after that, it's not like I was angry with God, because who used to ask me that, but I just stopped going to church. I didn't go to church, so that's 2008. I moved here in 2014, so for 6 years I wasn't going to church at all. My Sundays were like typical London Sundays, staying home. It's really cold outside, just turn on the heater and watch TV. So I did that for years, and then I moved back, and my aunt and my uncle, who I lived with, they pastor and deaconess. So I had to go to church.
Right.
So I had to go to church. I went to church for a couple years, and then I had this I'll call it a near-death experience. It sounds very dramatic, but I was swimming. I'd just learned how to swim, and I was okay swimming on my own. And then I was swimming, and I had this thought that, don't do one more lap. I told them, let me just do one more lap. It's just to that side. And I decided to swim, and right in the middle, I just stopped and panicked. I just started, I forgot how to swim. So I started to sink down, and I was in the deep end. And this was like in a block of flats, and nobody was around, because I didn't need anyone. But I noticed something. I sank down, all the way down, but I was always able to kick myself up and shout and scream. But I'll go back down. And it happened about 4 times. I have a really loud voice. But nobody heard me for the first few times. The next thing, I saw someone jump in, and it was a cleaner. And he jumped in, tried to save me, but I found out later that he had forgotten how to swim. He thought he could swim. So he came to save me. His instinct was trying to save me. And I found myself like kind of kicking him, and he was going further down. So I was almost like using him for leverage to jump. This is all like panic, obviously. And somebody else jumped in, couldn't get us out. He could swim, but he was wearing jeans. It's like a movie, really. And finally, a third person, very smart, thought it was a security guard. He took off his belt, took off his shoes, took his time, jumped in, held on to one person, and I got a pole. He had, and I was saved. That time I was really emotional, because as that was happening, I was thinking, oh my God, this is how I'm going to die. But then it started to dawn on me that there was something bigger that happened, because I did not swallow a drop of water. I did not inhale a drop of water, but I was going down and up. I didn't have...
How did that happen?
Oh God. So I was like, there's something here. Why did that happen? How? I should have suffered. I was only shaken by the experience, nothing else. And I used to be so active on Instagram then. I used to do Insta stories and all those videos. So I actually did an Insta live thing. Oh no, it was Periscope then. And I talked about it. I literally was talked about it the next day. I literally was in tears. But that's when my life started to change. Started to see God in my life. And over the years that came, I did a couple of programs in GLA, but I found myself from there, but really found myself in God. And he just opened my eyes to see how I got to where I was at that point, with all the difficulties, because I never understood why my mom died. I always, I never wanted to ask about it, but I always knew that it wasn't fair. Because she was such a devoted Christian. Everybody loved her. I had friends that told me when we grew up that I used to wish your mom was my mom. I used to parent children because my mom was a single mom. Children in good homes, in my opinion. Then mother, father, everyone in one unit. So she was an amazing person, and then she died. So I'm like, what's the point, So
were you able to come to terms with that?
Yeah, I have actually. I didn't realize I had until recently. Mother's Day was her 11 years since she died. Oh, wow. And there was no sadness, I miss my mom, but I wasn't distraught. People were calling me, I know it's going to be bad. I was thinking, I do not tell them that it's okay, because I know that, they're being thoughtful. I realized then that I'd gotten to a point where it might sound a bit cliche, but the love of God had kind of filled that void of, not who my mom was, but his love is greater than the love she had for me.
Ooh,
so I didn't, I don't know how I got there. I just realized on Sunday that, okay, I'm here. I can't tell you the process. It just happened. So I've had a lot of experiences, hearing from God finally, because I used to think it was for the special people like the prophets and some pastors. Just hearing from him by myself and knowing who I was, having personal encounters with him. So it was a process. And anytime I talk about it, it can sound very simple, but there were huge milestones for me.
Yeah, I love it. I love when you said the love God has for you is greater than the love your mom has for you. I find that just even thinking it and saying that out loud, I think most people don't, they're not able to see that perspective when they lose people. And it goes the other way as well. The love God has for your mom is greater than the love that you have for her as well.
For her. Definitely.
So I have so many questions to ask you, but let's round up with your fitness work, actually. Like, tell us about that. Tell us about what you do here in Nigeria now and how we can be a part of it.
Okay, so started off in Nigeria as just like the personal. After leaving the gym I was working at, the personal training and group classes. And my group classes are very not so like, you know, everyone says, oh, I want to do a dance class. I'm so not a dancer. I can dance, but not a dance instructor. So I was very more focused on lifestyle for people. So actually it's 3 things. I used to do an online program. I still do it, but not as much because I'm busier now. It was called Train Mind 28. It was an online program, a 4-week program, give a meal plan, workout plan, and support.
Do you do meal plans like with our food that's accessible?
Yes, exactly. So I was still in England when I started doing the Nigerian food. But I remember one time I said people could have suya. And then I did not know that suya is doused in oil. You know, so I remember that I was like, that's why it's good to be here. But apart from the suya mishap, I use Nigerian food. My base, like, you know, my audience was Nigerians, either Nigerians in Nigeria or in diaspora, wherever. But that was my target. So I started with that. So I had an online program, and it grew into different things. I had the 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, you know, longer term. Then for Nigeria, personal training. So I have one-on-one clients that I go to their homes to train them. The group classes I put on hold for a while because of Niger traffic. I have not found the best location, but it was awesome for while it lasted, about a couple of years. And now what's happened is I wanted to do this since I moved back to Nigeria, and I always wondered why it took so long, but I realized I saw the hand of God in it. But now I've moved into my fitness, I don't call it a line, it's what God has for it is bigger. But it's starting off with fitness equipment, but like lightweight ones, and active wear, because I found that there's some things that need to be tweaked for us.
But then, so for instance, with active wear, why is it important for you to? Why can't you just wear a T-shirt to exercise? Like, why do you need?
Well, there's 2 sides to it. There's one. Like me, is the vanity side. I like to look good when I work out. But aside from that, I've noticed that people are more motivated when they have like nice things to look forward to. But and also the functionality. T-shirts get soaked and heavy, but there's something about the fabric. There's sweat-wicking fabric. There's also the way, like with the leggings, for example, how they hold. You don't have to keep pulling them up. You find people, I'm sure you see people working out, when they do a few squats, they're pulling up their leggings again. And even shoes as well. People run with the wrong shoes. So there's a lot of things. There's a point to, apart from the vanity, which is obviously one of my concerns. And the functionality of these things, it's so important.
And so you are releasing your own line.
Yes, I am. Yeah, and that's just like the first phase. It's going to be in stages.
And then price points, how much is it going to cost us?
They're very affordable. I'm starting with, because the things I'm doing that are portable equipment. I have one of them here. But it's actually very portable, but so effective. I found that people struggle with dumbbell, kettlebell, barbell. But I found that these lightweight things work for me and work for my clients. So that's to make it more available to us here in Nigeria.
That sounds really, really good. And we have to round up, even though clearly we can keep talking for ages. But thank you so much for coming. We'll put all your social media information on the screen so that people know how to contact you for classes, for equipment, for everything. Thank you so much again for chatting with us. Thank you.
Okay, so I have a pair of gliding discs with me. These are one of the equipments that I sell. I'm going to show you some exercises that you could do at home. I'll show you about 4 or 5 exercises. maybe go for 20 to 30 seconds each. And after you finish an entire set, that's all the exercises together, you can rest for a minute and repeat for a total of 3 sets, or you can time yourself and don't go any longer than 20 minutes. That is a good workout, very effective, that you can do about 2 or 3 times a week. So I'm going to start off with the first exercise. Because I'm standing, I'll start off with reverse lunges. So gliders on the floor. So the gliders have 2 sides. They have the hard side and the soft side. Because I'm using the carpet, I'm using the hard side. All right, so the balls of your feet on the gliders, shoulders back, hands in front of you. You're going to reach back, lower into a lunge, and come back up, okay? Always keep your shoulders back. Try not to hunch forward, okay? Just think of always being lifted up here, all right? Just do 5 on the right side, then go to the left and do 5 as well, okay? That's exercise number 1. When you're done with that, come to the floor. And you have 2 options on what to do here. You can either do this on your knees or in full with your legs extended. I'll show you on the knees first. So here is a variation of push-ups. From here, I'll show you from the front as well. You just bring your hand out to the side, push up, switch, okay? Or legs extended, same thing, okay? Right, that's exercise 2. So you alternate sides each time. Exercise 3, this is a very good one for your core muscles. All right, so here, let me get an angle here. Okay, that's fine. So here, extend your legs. Just lift your hips up a little higher than you usually would in plank position. Bring your knee to your chest and swap. Okay? And finally, exercise 4. I'm going to make it 5. Let's see. On your elbows, plank jacks, again, good for the core. Here, out. Okay? Now let's make it an odd 5. I was going to say even number. But last exercise, we can do this on our elbows or on your hands. Let me do it on the hands. So here, feet together. Really think of squeezing your core muscles. Squeeze your stomach to bring your feet towards your hands. So here, keep your legs straight. There, back, okay? Okay, and that's it. So, like I said before, you can do 20 seconds of it. Just get a timer. 20 seconds of each exercise. Don't rest for more than 10 seconds between each exercise. Repeat the entire set. Rest for a minute and repeat for 20 minutes. Done.
Welcome back to the Heart of the Matter. We just had a riveting conversation with Miss Adura Odesanya. Did you see those lunges and those moves that she was doing? I can already feel the burn in my thigh. But you're in luck if you stuck around to the end of this episode, because she's given away some of those fitness items that she talked about. To win, follow us on our social media platforms. We are at HOTM TV on Instagram and Facebook. Tag 5 of your friends on our Instagram page and make sure they are following us. Follow her as well. We'll put her details on the screen. And make sure you guys comment on at least 5 of our videos on our YouTube page at HOTM channel. Did you get that? We'll announce the winners on our social media page. So if you're following us, you'll find out. Thank you so much for watching this episode of The Heart of the Matter. See you again next time.